Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Down. Cherry, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Two brings up second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Looking to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On third down, Cherry, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Counter, Cherry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Mike, 53, Mike, I got you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Take it at the 37. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
46-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On second down, it's Phillips. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Is 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make our score 9-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Buccaneers 9, 49ers nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Punt formation for the 49ers.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17.
Number 26 is
call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. I'll give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll try the left side. Phillips. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57. Mike, 57.
Second and 14. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Ready up. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check 24. Check 24. Mike, right.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Phillips. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. D.D. Westbrook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. 49ers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Check 53 is Mike. Check 53 is Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
coming up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 1. Flush to his right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
25-yard line.
Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day, offense. Hey, check Mike 45.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Cherry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, baby. They turnover. Get that ball. Go red.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
53 for Mike. 53. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 53. Mike. Oh, here we go.
Back to throw here. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 52. Shoot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
53's a Mike. 53. Check 53. 53 is the Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have point.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Last 50 seconds, right? Go, go, go.
Now back to throw.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 48-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Stay with your man. 45.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
I know he ain't got it. Kill. 18, right in. 57, Mike, 57. Hurt. Give me his trash. Let's go. Hey, check, Mike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Nice 57. 57's mic. Double dog. That's the way. 57's mic. Mike 57. Crunch time, defense. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
57. Mike 57. All day, dog. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll try the left side. It's Phillips. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 33, 49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On first down, Cherry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, watch the ball.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the screen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Phillips. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 4. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
The pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Check right 54, line 54. And look at 19. Switch, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 40. 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
45.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On first down, it's Phillips. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 3. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
57's the mic. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.